Hello friends, we are on lesson 127. Go ahead and pull that one out. I want you to take notes while I'm teaching on side A and not just writing down the answers. I want you to write down the scratch work that I do, underline words that I underline, and give yourself little clues on this side because this side you can use to do side B. And it will help you if you pay attention and take notes. So first direction says draw an 11 centimeter line segment. 11 centimeters. So we go to the centimeter side. First measuring mark lines up with the dot. And you notice on my ruler why I always say first measuring mark, not the end of the ruler, right? First measuring mark is way over here and the end of my ruler is way over here. And I will for sure get a wrong answer if I use the end of my ruler. I can't remember. 11 centimeters. 11 centimeters is way over here. I make a dot and connect them. Measure the line segment using inches. So let's flip over to the inches side this time. And again, you notice I would be way off if I use the end of my ruler. So I'm going to use first measuring mark. And it is exactly 3 inches. All right. 9 children in Ms. O'Neill's class assembled books. The children used 3 staples for each book. So there are 9 children, and they used 3 staples for each book. Draw a picture to show the staples in the books. So 9 children, that means we're going to do 9 books. Or 9 squares or rectangles. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, it is your choice if you want to make this like a typical drawing where you do 1, 2, 3 staples. What I like to do is, so that I don't have to go and count individual staples, I like to do 3 on each one of these to remind me that each one of them has 3 staples. So it's not exact, it's kind of halfway between a drawing and figuring out the problem, right? Draw a picture to show the staples in the books. How many staples did they use for the books? Now we have 9 groups of 3, right? And remember, of means what? Do you remember? 9 groups of means multiply 3. 9 groups of 3 equals, and you can use your multiplication chart if you don't have this down yet. Or if you remember the 9s trick, I think this was the group that I showed. You put all of your fingers out, and we're going to hold down whatever you're multiplying times 9, so that's 3. We're going to hold down the 3rd finger. So there's 2 fingers before it now, and there's 7 fingers after it. Okay, how many is before that finger? How many is after that finger? 2, 7. 2, 7. So the answer is 27, but you need a label. What were we counting again? Go back to the question. How many staples? Write the number sentences for these arrays. So how many are on the side? 2. How many are on this side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the number sentence should say 2 by, or times, 7. And if I count these all up, I should get the same as what I would get if I did 2 groups of 7 or counted by 2s. I will get 14. Let's do the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. 1, 2, 3 on this side. This is a 4 by, that means multiply, 3 array. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 3, right? Or we have 1, 2, 3 groups of 4. And remember, of means multiply. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. Measure each side of this shape using centimeters. By the way, when you're getting into this multiplying, if you are not confident in your multiplying yet, I put a multiplication chart in your journal on page 21. Okay, so do your best to figure it out with adding, and if you need to, you can check on this to see if you're right. Okay. Measure each side of the shape using centimeters. So this side is from here to here, 4 centimeters. Turn my paper. This one is from here to here, 3 centimeters. And this one is, get it to the point, from here to here is 5 centimeters. My 3 is sideways, but you get the point. So now, vertical line segment. You're gonna have to remember vertical, horizontal, and oblique. So, we're gonna look at this with the paper this way. And when it's sitting this way, the horizontal one goes side to side. You remember sun comes up over the horizon, right? So when we draw a horizon on our paper in art class, it's a line that goes like this. So this is the horizontal, 4 centimeters. Now the opposite of horizontal is vertical. Horizontal is straight side to side. Vertical is straight up and down. 3 centimeters. And then the oblique is the one that is slanty. And it can be slanty any different way. It's just not straight side to side, and it's not straight up and down. That's oblique. So this is the horizontal. This is the vertical. This is the oblique. What is the perimeter? Now you'll remember, perimeter is the fence around the yard, right? It's when you add up all the sides and you see how long it is. Perimeter, if you need a refresher, is on page 34. And you add up all the sides to get the perimeter. So if I have a 4-sided figure, I have to add up 4 sides. Here I have a 3-sided figure, a triangle, and I have to add up all 3 of these. So 3 plus 5 is 8, and 4 more is 12, and I have to put a label. Oops, this is supposed to be centimeters, sorry about that. Now I have to put a label. I was adding up centimeters. Trace the perpendicular line segments in problem 3 using a crayon. Now you'll remember perpendicular either comes to a T like this, where there's a square angle, or it comes to a square angle like that, like the corner of a piece of paper, or it could be a plus sign like this. Either way, you will notice that these angles are square angles. They're exactly like the corner of a square. So this could be a perpendicular, actually they're using problem 3, aren't they? So this right here is our only perpendicular line segment. And I kind of did some tracing already, but let's see. I have another pen. This and this are the perpendicular line segments. They come to a square angle. I have 2 quarters, 2 dimes, 3 nickels, and 7 pennies. Draw the coins. So I have 2 quarters. Instead of drawing a Q, I'm going to do what they're worth. 25. 2 dimes. Remember what a dime is worth? 10. 3 nickels. Nickels are worth 5. and 7 pennies. And they are worth 1. Okay, so I drew the coins. Now how much money do I have? Well, you could start counting and first count by 25s, then count by 10s, then count by 5s, then count by 1s, and add them as you go, like count more and more and more as you go. The way I like to do it is write down how much the quarters are worth. So if you've forgotten how to count by quarters, it is on page 5 and 6 are both coins, but page 6 is counting by quarters. So page 5 is the one that looks like this, in case you can't remember what some of the money is worth. 6 is counting by quarters. So 1 quarter is 25, 2 quarters are 50, 3 quarters are 75, and 4 quarters make $1. So when we count 25s, it goes 25, 50, 75, 100. Okay? 25, 50, 75, 100. So 2 quarters was 50. 2 dimes, 10 and 10 is 20. 3 nickels, 5, 10, 15. And 7 pennies is 7. If I add them up, how much money do I have? 7 plus 5 is 12. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 92 cents. Now, if it was over 100, I would have $1 and some cents, right? Or I could still say 192 or whatever. But you could move to using a $sign decimal point too if you feel like it. Find the answers. 63 plus 94. 63 plus 94. 4 plus 3 is 7. 9 plus 6 is 15. I forgot for a minute there. 157. 94, take away 77. I notice here, bigger bottom, gotta borrow. We can't take 7 away from 4, can we? Go to the neighbor, borrow 1, and bring it back home. 14, take away 7 is 7. 8, take away 7 is 1. 17. All right. Now, remember, you take notes on side A. I want a picture of side B and any notes or any scratch work that you do. And also make sure you do a little bit of fact practice. I put a few in there for you. You don't have to time yourself. Just go ahead and do them so you can stay good at those facts till we get back.